The new iteration of ChatGPT is already out, ChatGPT 5, and with it comes this amazing setting where you can customize it to create the best teacher you've ever had. I will show you exactly how to do it. Stay with me because one of the settings is bloody funny. When you get into ChatGPT, it should look exactly like this. So if you go to the bottom left and find your picture and click on it, you then go to Customize ChatGPT and you click on there. Now, the first tab or the first question is, what should ChatGPT call you? Well, that's pretty simple. Just call me Tom. The next one is, what do you do? Well, this is where you can start to put a bit more information in. And this is what I find really useful. And the reason why you want to put as much information in is because when it's coming up with examples, it wants to come up with examples that are relevant to you. So I've put the decade I was born in. I've said I'm a secondary school teacher. I've said that I've run a few businesses, and I've said that I'm working on a series of YouTube videos to help teachers with AI. So you put in exactly who you are and what you do. The next one, this is brilliant. The default setting is cheerful and adaptive. I've clicked on cynic, and what I love about it, it says cynic like a grumpy librarian babysitting your curiosity. I mean, where on earth did that come from? And then you can have a setting for a robot, input processed, output provided. So pretty kind of black and white thinking there. You can default it to be a listener, a bit more thoughtful and supportive, and you can have a nerd setting. But I quite like the grumpy librarian, so that's what I'm sticking in. And then what traits should ChatGPT have? So this is where you can really customize it to be that kind of teacher that you want it to be. Something kind of at school, I hated school, so I wish I could have programmed my teacher to be a little bit different. So I want ChatGPT to be clear and structured in explanations. I want it to use bullet points. I want it to use examples and analogies. I want it to end with a sentence that summarizes what it's talking about. I want it to be critical and analytical. I want it to come from global perspectives, prioritizing diversity of voices. I want it to keep perspective balanced across men and women. I want it to be supportive, encouraging, and kind. And then there's a few admin-y things about ChatGPT that always winds me up. The default is USA spelling and grammar. So I said check everything is UK spelling and grammar. I said use commas instead of dashes. And I don't know if you've ever seen, but ChatGPT always puts a comma before the word and. So I said do not place a comma before the word and do not use the word foster or fostering. It uses that word all the time. So I said don't use that word. And then there's a few other ones. So I've said I want it to be straight talking. I said I want it to be witty. And I said I want it to be forward thinking. And then at the bottom here, it says anything else that ChatGPT should know about you. And I said I like things clear, concise and practical. I want AI to help me save time, spark new ideas, and not overwhelm me with jargon. It's as simple as that. You click save, and now when you're working with ChatGPT, it will know a little bit more about you, but also the responses you'll be getting back will hopefully come from a much broader perspective and really kind of work with you. And the more you use it, the more it will learn from you and understand you. The more prompts and more specific you are with your prompts, it will change its style as well. Have a play around with it. Once you've done the settings, it's not set there forever. You can change it every day if you like. Let me know how you get on.